Prom and graduation can be the best night of a teen's life, but it can also be the worst. Here to explain is Deb Camella with Drug Free Southwest Florida. Deb, so great to have you back.
Thank you so much for having me.
We were talking to Project Help a second ago about Sexual Assault Awareness Month, which kind of ties in a little bit to what we're doing. And this is about having the talk, the right time to have a talk, which we say is always now. It's always a good time to get the conversation started about drugs and alcohol when it comes to the teenagers.
Right.
Super important to get that started at an early age. So you say it's all about making good choices, right, Deb?
It's all about making good choices, and it's all about being prepared. So we know prom night is coming up. It's a big night, sometimes associated with drinking. So let's talk to our kids about some of the challenges that they might face.
And I think as a parent, especially if you have a good kid, you don't want to think that your kid is up to any of that stuff.
Right.
But peer pressure plays a lot into that as well. But if you are one of those parents maybe thinking, hey, I have a good kid and I don't really need to have the talk, what would you say to them?
Well, you tell them they're a good kid, and you talk to them and then listen to them and find out what they're hearing about prom, what their thoughts are about prom, what they're going to do after prom. I think it's all about being prepared. We don't want to assume that the kids are going to make bad choices, but we do want to have a dialogue with them just in case something happens.
And as uncomfortable as it might feel sometimes to get that conversation started, it is so important to talk to them, even if you don't feel like they need it. They need to hear that, right?
Right, and they need to feel that you're listening to them.
So in addition to prom, you have to think about maybe after prom, a lot of the after parties that are happening. What about serving alcohol at parties? I know it's not a good thing if a parent is even there supervising to serve alcohol.
Well, it's not only not a good thing, but it's illegal. It's illegal to serve underage children in your home. It's illegal to have house parties with alcohol. So you want to be very careful about where you're going or what the children in your home are doing.
What would you advise when it comes to hosting a safe party?
Well, the first thing that some of us don't think about is don't put it on social media.
Right, and that's a big one. I mean, especially with as much time as our teenagers like to spend on Facebook and Twitter these days. Right,
and you want to just have simple rules. Be there and make sure the kids know that you're there. Be kind of a pain. Check in with them. Don't let anyone bring in backpacks. Only have one exit and one entrance, and really supervise that group.
Right.
Yeah, it's things you don't always think about.
And then also you say set a begin time and an end time for the party. That way you don't have trouble getting those kids out and getting them home, right?
That's right, and we have an obligation to other parents.
And as far as, I know last time you were here, another cool way, if you are uncomfortable and you need help getting that conversation started, you guys actually have an app for that.
We have an app. We have an app. And you can go to our website, drugfree.swfl.org, and download the app, and it helps you have some of these conversations with your kids.
So it is a good time right now to get that conversation. You know, we've got prom coming up. We've always got stuff going on with schools. But aside from that, just remember, it is always the right time to get that conversation started. So if you need help with that, the Coalition for Drug-Free Southwest Florida can always help you out. Deb, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you back as always.
Thank you.
Also, how do you choose between the life you live and the life you want to live? Up next, we chat with the stars of the Hulu sci-fi thriller about 12 monkeys that you should be talking about, and there's not exactly one right answer when it comes to that.